world? My name is Jeremy
Palmer here,
and welcome to Escapism. This is a podcast where we promote the get down, the bug out,
the feelings, all the emotion, the creator, the universe, all coming down to us so we can express ourselves through dance.
Exactly what he said. So this is real simple. It's just us getting down with our homies, some of our favorite dancers.
Yep.
There's nothing
what it's all about.
There's nothing pre-rehearsed here. It's just music turns on and we jump off. We jump off the ledge and we see if you land on 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot. It don't matter. So today we got a very special guest, one of our homies for the longest. Everybody make some noise for Pnut repping SQUADRON. Yo, Pete, my brother.
What up?
What's going down?
Chilling, man.
How you feeling,
yeah, man?
Cool. It's early.
Yeah, it's early on the West Coast.
I know.
That boy getting down in the park though.
I know.
Man.
It's like 12 in Chicago.
And over here it's like 98 degrees.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, you just have to rub it in real quick, huh?
I know, right? Well, yeah, man. We're just gonna get down for a little bit, bro, and then we'll chat a little bit after that, bro. All right, for sure.
Let's get it. You ready, P?
Who goes first? I go first?
Nah, I'm going first.
Jeremy going first.
I'm going first, bro. You already know the deal. Let's get it. MVP, hit the music.
Right, free.
What's up, P? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all everything good? P, my brother.
Yo.
That's what it's about.
Hell yeah.
How you feeling?
Feel good?
I'm out of breath. Woo!
Did you put on deodorant this morning?
Nah, play.
Yo, thank
Should I
you for
keep
getting
it
down
horizontal?
with us, bro, man. You know what's
Of course.
everything going on, man. It feels like so long, like we've actually had to vibe out with each other. Got the chance to, but
That'll do it, man.
yeah.
We need it, man.
Yeah, it doesn't compare to. Well, we have so many stories. Like you've been to our crib when we used to live with our pops together. You know our dad, bro. Got down in our
Yeah.
legendary garage.
You know Gibson?
You know Gibson. Only a few know Gibson.
Only a few. Only a few know Ladybug.
Only a few know Ladybug. But bro, I mean, nothing compares to that, man. It has been a while since we've been able to get down live and in person, but that'll do it, man. I felt it for a second there, bro. It was dope.
Yeah, it was dope. I miss breaking with you guys, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like, how you been holding up over there, man? I know you still getting down with the crew. You know, Keebz, Luigi,
I mean,
everybody,
yeah,
SQUADRON.
like, you know, we still chill every day. It's just been that, honestly, just
Yeah.
chilling with the crew, just trying to, like, I don't know, stay sane, you know? It's crazy times.
Yeah, I know, man. It's just about just keeping your mental sharp and everything, man. Like, yeah, man. I see everybody trying to find innovative ways to, you know, stay connected and keep everything alive, man. I see that y'all about to put on those free workshops, right?
Yeah, we're about to do it at, what time is it? At 11.
Dope, bro.
Friday.
Oh, at 11 today?
Yeah, today.
Prada's the first one, right?
Yeah, he's the first one. And I think it's, Keebz and Luigi.
Dope, bro.
Are they all today, or they're span off different
No,
days?
they're all like, I think Keebz is tomorrow, if I'm right, and Luigi's, Wednesday.
That's dope. So anybody that's watching, Prodigy's got his free workshop going on today, and it's donating to Black Lives Matter, I believe.
Yeah, Peanut, can you
Yeah.
explain that, the contribution and what it's for, the purpose?
Basically, it's like, you know, we're doing this workshop to try and, not only raise awareness, but like, just raise money for everything going on with Black Lives Matter and just support the whole movement. And we're actually like picking where we want to donate the money we get from each workshop to, you know?
Yeah.
Dope.
So like, I'm not certain on what Prada's doing. I don't know if he's doing Campaign Zero, but he's
Like
doing
a
one of them.
specific organization?
Yeah, like each person has like their own organization.
Yeah.
I think some are doing like the same, but
That's dope, bro.
yeah, we just want to contribute, man. Like we already raised like I think 15K, so it's been good right now. You know, we're just trying to just support. You know.
That's amazing, man.
Wow, that's amazing, man. That's a lot of money, man. Like, especially for the cause and everything, man. Like, I know sometimes, you know, a lot of people just want to post about some things, but, you know, y'all going out there and actually doing it, man. So much props to the homies over at the Squadron and all of y'all, bro, because it's an amazing
Thank you,
thing that
bro.
y'all are
You
doing
guys
to
too,
give back to
man.
the community. Yeah,
You know,
thank
we watch what you guys do too, and you know, we love you guys, especially you two.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. We love you too, bro. But
We love you too, man.
yeah, man, that's what it's all about. I mean, that's what this, you know, this podcast we wanted to start it for, man. We wanted to stay connected with the homies and kind of show the rest of the culture, you know what I'm saying, what it's about, man. Because, you know, a lot of the times, you know, things can get twisted about, you know, the way people look at this culture and look at B-boying and B-girling, man. But, like, you know what I'm saying, we just
So
kind of
weird.
wanted to show, you know, how we can still stay connected and, you know, do dope things, but keep them in a fresh way, man. You know, not keep them corny or anything like that. You know.
And it helps too because, like, you know, a lot of people that have just started breaking are gonna watch this, so it's gonna like give them fuel to get even crazier. You know.
Hopefully,
I just think it's all about like just supporting the next generation.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like, I wanted to kind of talk to you because I know that, man, you're considered like a quote unquote young gun, man, but you've been in the scene for so long, man. Like, you know, I kind of wanted to get
I know
you because,
it's kind of weird.
Yeah. But like, I wanted
you know,
to
like some people are like, they're like, yeah, you're the young gun and stuff, but I'm like,
I feel
I'm
old.
breaking just as long as, you know, some of the, but nah, I mean, I get what they mean. It's more like, it's just age and,
yeah.
you know, like, I didn't really come out until like a little more later. Like, I know you guys knew me since I was super young, but it took a little time, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Which is cool. You know, I'm not mad at it. Like, I like actually when they say that because then it gives me more of a reason to kill it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Like for me, bro, like like you just said, man, I've seen you dance since like the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And like,
yeah,
you know, like honestly, man, like the way you dance now, like you have such a like a calm, like, you know, like you take your time. Like you still go off, everything will be mad energetic still, but like you have a calmness to you now, and I think that comes with just experience, man. So it's like I kind of wanted you to talk on that a little bit, man. Like, you know, especially for like the younger b-boys watching, like how important it is to take your time and like really like be comfortable with the movements that you do, because everything that I see you doing, it looks, you know what I'm saying, it looks very natural and comfortable now, you know what I'm saying? And I think that comes with like experience, right? So I kind of wanted you to just maybe talk on that a little bit.
No gimmicks.
Yeah, it definitely comes with experience. I think like I was blessed enough to learn stuff early, like, you know, not breaking to breaks all the time. Like, you know, of course it's dope, you know, like we did right now and shit. That's sick. But what's it called? It's just I know I learned to break to slower music, to take my time more.
Yeah.
I think from past times I kind of came in just like just all approach, you know.
Yeah.
And then I kind of took the time to like really like get my moves like detailed and really like tell stories and stuff. Like, I mean, like how you do, Palmer or Jeremy. Just yeah, it takes time, man. And I think a lot of it for me is the music. You know, like we all study it, so it's like it's a big thing. Like I think David said it, Kid David. He was like, if you break to slower music, it's way easier to break to faster music.
Yeah.
Like once you learn that and master that, that's why, you know, like it to us it's like the illest stuff you ever heard, but to other people I guess it's not like, you know, knocking enough for them to go off. Like, you know, us we be breaking the Dilla, like Madlib, all of them, you know, and it's like us, it's so ill, but some people don't get it yet, and I just think it takes time.
Yeah, for sure. I like what you brought up, bro. The music, man. Like, I know, like, every time I talk to you, like, every time we see each other, every time I see you post something, like, you know, it involves music, or, you know what I'm saying? So it's
all the
like,
time.
I feel like a lot of b-boys and b-girls nowadays, they don't get, like, that geeked about the music anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, when we hear something, we're like, oh, shoot. Like, they don't get that
I don't
feeling,
get
dude.
it. I really don't get it. Like, it's kind of almost like weird to me. I'm like, how do you guys not like this? Like, this track is crazy. And it could be maybe like a more chill track. Like, me and Lean talk about it a lot too. It's like, he might want to play something, but it's like, you got to think of, you know, the crowd and stuff too. It is kind of hard. It's like it's a big mind game.
Yeah.
But
Lean
then,
just
like,
released
you know,
that. Lean just released his last mix that was all under, I think, 120 BPM, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
And I'm sure you guys loved it. You know, like that's all basically like the stuff we've been breaking to. You know, not all of it, of course, but it's just like a tip. You know, that's kind of like the sound we're on right now.
Yeah.
And you know, Lean has his own sound too, so like he branches off and, you know, he's crazy.
Yeah, I think it's a good. I think it's the point to make. The first priority is when we talk about when Palmer asked you about the calmness and like the approach, and it's like
It goes back to the music.
it all goes back to the music at the end of the day, and then other stuff follows that. You know, like about your mentality and your feelings and everything going. But it all starts with the music. It's a simple answer in a way where it's like if you want to get different results, you have to dance to different music.
Yeah.
You know. And I think the point that you brought up David in his quote, I think if you're able to show controlled calmness at the same time while being strong and sharp to a slower tempo, that's way more control than going wild and fast and hitting the beats
You're
like
different.
that. It's way different.
Yeah, once you hit that, I just think you're different.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it's hard to explain. It's just a big thing for me has always been like the approach of how you come off to the dance, and then like you guys said, like you guys see me when I was a kid. I was straight like I shot the gun. I was like right away. I was so like in it at first, and I think a little more time. I like told myself like, all right, calm down. You can do that. Like there's definitely like you have the okay to do that. But then once you get experience, you start learning like, all right, I don't need to be so riled up. I can be riled up in what I do, and then once I finish, I can say, you're like, yo, you look calm the whole time, but really in my mind, I'm trying to go off. I'm keeping that maturity.
You gotta take off the ski mask every once in a while. You can't wear the ski mask.
Once in a while, you gotta take the safety off to go off.
Yeah, bro. So
we've all done it.
Hey, bro, what'd you say?
I said we've all done it before. In Palmer. Yo, we're actually watching what was it? Rocksteady versus Have a Quarrel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're watching that.
I had some Fila shoes on. That's what I remember about that. I had some Fila shoes on.
yeah, bro, you were going in.
Yeah, man, that was a long time ago, bro. You're making me feel old.
Crisis, you was going off.
Yeah, man, it was that was a dope time, man. But another thing I wanted to talk to you about, man, is like when I look at you, Pnut, and like look at the people that you mess with, man, going back to Self X, man, going to Squadron, your pops, J Boogs, man, like what I love about y'all, man, is that y'all carry the hip hop essence, man, from the music to the crew, like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's a big element missing nowadays, man. It's like people don't really have crews, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like boys that they really walk with, like these are my homies and stuff like that, like. And like that's what I've always admired about the Squadron and Self X, man, is y'all have always stayed true to yourselves, and y'all have always, been there for one another, man. Y'all grow with each other. Y'all go through y'all's losses together. Y'all go through y'all's wins together. Y'all learn from each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, kind of wanted to get your opinion on that, man. Like, what do you think it is between y'all? Is it something that y'all just vibe good with each other? Y'all listen to the same music, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it definitely starts with like we vibe off each other, and it's the same with like knowing you guys. Like I've known all of Squadron my whole life,
Yeah.
Like when they asked me to get put down a while back, it just felt right because like I build all these guys and everything, and like, it just felt right to me. Like these guys are my brothers and everything, and then along with my crew Self X, I was born into that. Like I've never really had that like when you start off and you're like brand new to the dance, and then you create your own crews, and I think that's needed too. Like you need to kind of have the people you started with, and then you're gonna meet new people or whatever, and then you bring them to your circle. It's all about like just building your camp,
Yeah.
Like, cause think about like that's all our camp, like Squadron. That's all like descendants from Flipside, Boogie Brass, Floor Lords, Renegades, and then we consider like you guys are camp too, like Have a Crow is definitely like I consider like my camp, like people that
for sure.
I've gotten in touch with, of course Keebz, of course Lean, and then even Phil, I know Phil's close to you guys too.
Yeah.
It's just I just think it is needed to have your own crew, and just don't just search for wins, like don't get a team together just be like, yo, we're gonna win this comp. Like if you're gonna do it, like vibe with the people you're building with, man.
For sure, bro. You know
There's
what
no
that
point
makes
in just making a team just to like just to win.
Yeah. You know what that makes me think of, man? Like even some of the younger b-boys are over here, so they're gonna hear me say this, but like zoned out b-boys over here. I remember whenever they were younger, we had asked some of them to get into Have a Choral, and then they were like, "Nah, we're gonna do our own thing." Like,
yeah, like
you know what I'm saying? But that was so dope, man, that they did that, and now they're killing it. They're killing it now.
Yeah, I bet you're like, damn, I want them to be Have a Choral, but then you realize you're like, nah, maybe that's good for them.
Exactly, man.
Let them have their own little their own camp, and let them build with like those are like Josiah's like home childhood friends, you know.
Yeah.
So like, they not saying that they are whack or anything, but like I've gotten down with people that like I've known since I was a kid, and they weren't that good, but it's just so dope breaking with them, We'll lose first round, no even prelims, but it's like, yo, we did it, we got down. It was so ill,
That's low-key
we got the 1 round clip or whatever.
That's low-key messed up, B.
Yeah, man, but going back to like what you said, like you growing up, like and being around people like that, man, kind of wanted to just see if you could talk on the Chicago scene, man, and like just maybe a little like brief history on Self X, man, like how long they've been around, like what it means to you, like. Bro, the longevity of the crew is just amazing to me, man. I remember seeing like the old Boogie Brats versus Junk Wards and seeing some of the members in that footage. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the lineage is super long, man. And it's like, whenever I look at crews like that, like, and I say like they're doing it right, like quote unquote right, like the proof is in like people like you, like what I'm saying? Like they learned something and they pass it on, and like. You're able to take it to the next level. So it's like what they were doing was right. You know what I'm saying? Like they were gathering knowledge and they were passing it down. They were passing the torch and everything, man. And like I know that you've already experienced that with like people in your life. I'm pretty sure that there's kids that hit you up all the time asking you about stuff. I'm pretty sure there's kids in LA or in Chicago that you would always see you and they'd be like, yo, like what I'm saying? They get super inspired by you. So it's like you're doing the same thing as well. So maybe if you could just talk about like, what Self X means to you, how long they've been around, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a product of them. I'm a product from my crew, from Squadron, like, and this, I've learned from all them growing up, and then even, of course, like older dudes like, like Swift Rock, Kenny. But yeah, my crew's been around since '90. I mean, my dad started breaking in '94.
Yeah.
And Self X been around since '96. And then we went, like, we switched off to Junk Wards, and then came back. That's why at Boogie Brats they went as Junk Wards.
Yeah.
And that was like some other people, like I know like Plastic Man.
Yeah.
Just guys like that, Top, Prince Top, Papas.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then we started, they started going around more, and then they were just building their name. And then for a little while, like, a lot of the guys kind of, just got into, like, real life, like, just had to make money and kind of, how that goes.
Yeah.
And, making money in the scene wasn't really big at that time.
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of people got caught up with life stuff. But then we kind of came back once, like, I can't tell what year, but I was definitely like 4 or 5 years old. I remember like all the crew coming back a lot, and like I would just watch. My dad would just bring me to practice, and I always tell kids this, like parents that have kids that break, they're like, what should we do? How do they keep them keep breaking? And I'm always like, yo, don't force them.
Yeah.
Like, don't ever force them. You can bring them to the practice, and I used to just like, go play with my friends or whatever. Like, I was a kid, so my dad let me be a kid. And then after a while, I was like, all right, I want to do this. Like, I want to actually thing. Like learn some stuff. Like any kid, you see them when they break, they do a little freeze or whatever. But I think after a while, you see like they're pulled in, and they're actually serious about, like, they want to do it.
Yeah.
And I think off that, like, I was kind of like I said, I was a product of them. So then I think I might have gave them like a little spark to, like, be like, all right, like, yo, we gotta get all these guys back together and then actually do it big again. Not saying it was me, but like they started realizing we had other younger guys in the crew to build off of, and then from there it was just, we came back again, and like we went to like jams like Hoedown, like all the jams, Outbreak, like those jams at the time that were really like impactful.
Yeah.
Because we just, and a lot of our thing was we wanted to go to jams just to rep. Like, it was never about like yo, we have to win.
Yeah.
It was always just about like just letting people know our lineage.
Yeah.
Like just showing what we got and showing that we rep. Like, we're still here.
Yeah.
And then now, of course, we have newer guys, so it's basically like, in a sense, like a third generation.
Yeah.
I'm probably more second generation of my crew. I know you guys know like Onyx,
Yeah.
my brother and stuff like us. We're more the second generation. and then we have our third generation with like even newer guys now. But I guess that's basically like the short backstory of our crew.
Yeah, I hit up your dad to be on this, but he said he was working. He was like, man, let me know in advance.
Yeah, he works from home now.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna get him. We're gonna get him on another episode.
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
We love our boy Jay Boogie, bro.
Yeah, man.
We love your dad.
Yeah, bro. So I have one more question for you, bro. So the name of the podcast is Escapism, man, and basically like the idea was just like the feeling behind breaking, the essence behind it, right? And like what I love about this, man, is like each like scene, especially this was more prevalent like whenever I was coming up, but like each scene had its own way to like quote unquote escape, quote unquote to express themselves, right? So it's like, Texas had the tricks and the power, and Chicago was kind of on that same tip, you know what I'm saying? But y'all were so raw with it, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I wanted to get, like, why do you think Chicago's breaking scene is just so, like,
all the way there?
It's just so raw,
man.
bro. Like, the battles you see there, they're just so intense, man. Like, it's like, I love seeing stuff like that, man. And I know, like, a lot of the environment. Yeah, city versus city, all that stuff, man. The battles are always hype, man. Like, especially you growing up.
I have to give thanks to the Chicago scene because like they really taught me how to battle.
Yeah.
And like how to not give a F, like just fire off on people. And then I think that's why like now it's like more like the time for me to like kind of like you guys said, take my time, be more detailed and everything. I think like Chicago is so based on just like raw energy, and even Texas it was like I might not hit the freeze at the end, but they look so raw doing everything.
Yeah.
It's like it's almost okay that they fell.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't have wanted them to hit the freeze.
Yeah.
I liked it that like you see Mondo do all this crazy stuff and then he lands. And, he might not have froze. He falls out of it, but it just looks so crazy to me. And just like the raw energy, and Texas is more like power move, like aerial power tricks, and all that. But I think Chicago is more like spins. We had the spins, and we had
that's true.
We called it like the Chicago whip.
Yeah, Smoke.
Like guys like
Popeyes.
Smoke, Wicked, Tom.
Yeah.
Like that to me, those four like the definition of like raw Chicago, like ground power.
That's right. I've never heard of that, the Chicago whip, but it makes sense now. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like clearly on Chicago, but like I would more say Midwest too, because I mean you had guys like Dizzy.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, bro, Dizzy is insane.
Yeah.
All of that, Smoke. Like, I think of course Wicked. He was one of our, at least one of my biggest idols. To watch. He was, he was definitely a hometown hero because he did a lot, man. He did so much for the scene. They were one of the first crews to go like to Battle of the Year from Chicago, and like he beat cancer. Like he's just like someone I really look up to.
Yeah.
And then same with my dad. Like the reason why I give him so much credit is because while everyone was on that tip in a sense, he was kind of like, I look at his footage from other people, like everyone had like of course the Chicago whip, but then I look at him like he had it, but he was doing like footwork threads, like,
flavor,
all stuff.
Little threads.
He was so different to me. That's why I was kind of like, I learned like I guess the Chicago whip in a sense. I'm not saying I have it like like these guys, but I kind of like learned a part of what they taught me. Wicked and Smoke and Top, and then I kind of like was like, all right, like I'm getting this, and then I went to my dad, kind of like, yo, like teach me like just footwork, like or tops. Like I want to learn I want it to be all around, So then it went from that, and then I started learning off him more in a sense, and then it taught me how to just like he taught me how to dance. He's like anything like dancing related, like that's from my dad, and he taught me all that stuff. But sorry, I got off topic. Going back to like to just the history of Chicago, like all these guys have been here for mad long, and I would see like it's basically like watching like superheroes battle basically.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, like that's that energy it gives off. It's like, oh my god, like this is about to happen. You know. So it was so ill for me to watch.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Like, you know what I love about you too, Peanut Man, is like you're definitely a student of the game, man. Like you're saying all these names and everything, and you definitely learned a lot from them, man. Like you were humbled enough to know that, like, man, like these dudes have something that, like, I can learn from, man. And like you mentioning Mondo right now, like every time I talk to you, you know all about the Texas history and everything. Like you've actually studied everything, man, and know where things come from, man.
I think going back to the point about lineage, it was like there kind of was no choice but to know, because that's what you was around. That was your environment.
Yeah,
I think that's another example of just that self-ex phase 2. That all that lineage that you grew up around is that you had no choice but to know about Mondo. You had no choice but to know about everybody that absorbed that inspiration, man. So
it was kind of like all right, you have to know these guys right now. Like my dad made it a point that, all right, I have to show you, like I have to school you basically, and that's what a lot of people don't get nowadays. It's of course we see a lot of people. I mean, I don't want to call them unoriginal, but it's kind of like, oh, I've seen that. Like mostly everything that's done nowadays is seen, and even me, like if someone would ever like call me on a certain move, like I do like a Frosty Freeze tribute. Like I know that's Frosty Freeze's move. I'm never gonna be like, no, that's my move. That's more of me paying homage. So if someone's doing that, that's different. But then you just have to you have to know your history, man. This is a big thing about it. It's like music, going back to music, like people have to study classic hip hop from back then and just know your timeline. Once you know your timeline, you get a deeper understanding of everything, and then it makes you you get it. You actually get what you're about or what this culture is about, and then your OGs from that, and then you can learn off them. Like we're in a social media world to where you can hit these guys up directly. Like you guys from where had to watch tapes.
Yeah.
Like you didn't even get to me like Easy Rock. I get my bet. Once you're already pretty well in.
Yeah.
And for kids now, it's like they can go on YouTube and it's right there.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like it should give you more of a reason to learn, because you guys didn't have that access, and you had to Keebz told me yesterday. One of his homies from school gave him Battle of the Year '95, but he's the only one who had it, and he's just like, yo, he's like give me this tape back, like I know you guys know that feeling, like, yo, I need my tape back.
My tape back, bro.
Yo, Ladybug was the worst at that with me, bro.
Stealing tapes, little tape trolls.
Yo, I told him, I'm like, how are you in the Rocksteady battle, but you didn't even go in once?
I was there.
You can't be battling Rocksteady and not go in. You can't battling Rocksteady and not go in.
He was in the mix, bro.
He told me, Marlon, I know you guys know the story with that, but Marlon was battling them by himself for a little bit, and then Ladybug's like, yo, I'm gonna go get everybody. Keebz, you have to stay here. You can't leave Marlon.
Bro, I remember that it was at the Queen Mary freestyle session. He started running up and down the stairs and up, and he's like, "Have it, Coro, we're battling Rocksteady." And then I'm like, "What's going on?"
He played his role. He was the supervisor of the battle. He was a safety inspector for the battle.
But you see, it was no hesitation. You're like, "Oh, we're battling, all right."
Yeah, for sure.
Most nowadays, yo, let me warm up, let me do this. Oh, we'll just battle them in the comp. It's all good. Don't do that,
Yeah, especially
but I'm
Rocksteady crew, bro.
Yeah, I was like, F that, yo,
Yo, Pnut, we're glad to have you on here, bro. It's not the real thing, but the real thing will happen soon. This will do for now, because I felt it for a second, bro. It's good to get down and build with you as always, man. It's always a good time.
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah, man.
Cool. Well, thanks, Peanut, man. You know we got mad love for you, man. And like Jeremy said, man, we can't wait to vibe out and you know what I'm saying, see each other again, man. But till then, you know what I'm saying.
Tell the crew we said what up.
Man. Shout out to J Bug.
Yeah,
shout out to Keebz that didn't make it. Shout out to everybody.
Wake up, Keebz. Wake up.
If you're watching this, Keebz, we love you, dog.
We love you, Keebz.
Keebz is on it, man. He's getting his back bridges down.
Oh,
His back bridges.
When I was in LA a couple months ago, he was getting his drills and everything.
I seen him get down with the squadron sessions. I tuned in for a bit and I saw him hitting drills.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
he's got boomerangs.
He's got flares both ways. He's got flares both ways, bro. Don't sleep on my boy Keebz's power, dog. He's got that Chicago whip.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, all right, Pnut. We appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir. So, in particular, we want y'all to support the Squadron's movement with their workshop and giving back. So I know we're sharing it on Breakthrough Worldwide Story, but check out the Squadron. Check out Pnut. Keebz,
Yeah, Prodigy's
David,
going down today.
11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please check that out and
And
contribute
then
to that
Keebz
movement.
is tomorrow, so y'all go support that. Support Squadron. Support the movement.
Yeah, thank you for Pnut. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're back on tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time with our Breakthrough Worldwide podcast. So much love, you guys. Peace.